Hello, Internet. This is E. Schrodinger's cat, and welcome to another episode of Finish the Base. Last time we did this road roof thing, among other things, and up there as well, we did up here with the little thing. And I said we would work up here this episode, but we're not. Well, we might come back, but for right now, I want to work down this way. This still loud over here, and even though we're no longer in survival, we're keeping it for posterity's sake. I want to work in here today to finish, to sort of deal with this roof and kind of complete this area a little bit, because this big black flat thing of a roof was really trying a lot from the room, draining a lot from the room, because it was just so large, and it was just, yeah. So I want to give like a balcony type thing to another floor up here, and there'll be this like big balcony and stuff. But I'm gonna first I gotta build this area. I'm gonna bring this hardened stone brick little thingy thing around to match the outside. I think these up here should be 2 half-blocks thick, so that thickness. Yeah, that helps, because a lot of the other... Whoa, excuse me. A lot of the other lines in this area are quite thick. Huh. So, but it does need some breaking up in here with these kind of cross-hatching patterns to break up the long, strip. Sometimes it just looks weird if there's a long strip of either vertical or horizontal area with nothing to break it up. Even if it's a relatively thin area, it can look kind of weird if there's no, like, it just, I don't know how to explain why it looks weird. It just does. I don't know. Yep, that works. And now some 4th block scale. Another one of these things that I do to kind of make it look like the posts are more rounded as opposed to just like weird squares. And just, I mean, I could go down to a really small scale to make it more rounded, but one, that takes a lot of time, and 2, you do kind of lose detail when you do that, oddly enough. Like, you lose shape and form because it's still, the models, the textures are, they're relatively detailed, but the models are pretty, low polygon models, obviously, because it's Minecraft. But, so when you have really, when you have 16 block scale, or you have, this is just 4th block scale, your mind kind of interprets the form, the changes in the form to be, naturally there. Like some beams and stuff, they have details and bends and stuff to them, and your mind fills in that detail when you have squares that aren't exactly detailed, but it's kind of like how a movie creates the illusion of motion by having a sequence of images that just change over time. It's like your mind creates the illusion of a round surface when it's actually just a bunch of squares. Alright, that's done, and I also brought up this little wall thing, filling that in because I want there to be some space between the floors, and I think the next thing to do is the railing, which I think I'm going to do out of alabaster, and have it be, like, white up here, or something? Maybe I'll have the floor be white, and the roof be black? I don't know. Something like that. Seems like a good idea. Maybe I'll do a similar floor with the azure block and the whatsits and stuff like that. I don't know. This is the railing I came up with, kind of glassy. I have a railing somewhere similar to this. I think down by the food court or whatever. But, yeah, I got these glowing things, so if I take off night vision, I can see the glowing, it's glowing now. That's cool. Can you see the glowing from down here? Not really. That's good. That's a good thing. I also have these windows here because I wanted to find the edge of this building because it's kind of just going and going and going. There's still a big area here that's really rough that I need to figure out how to connect. But I'll probably just carry over this part up here and then, I don't know, do something or something. I don't know what to do in here. It's kind of an awkward transition, but we can make it work somehow. I got these two mirroring areas with the cyan clay, and this was entirely open, like back here. Like this wall didn't used to be here. If I go up, like there's floor down here, but I'm like, it looked kind of weird, it being the whole thing, and I don't know, composition wasn't right, but yeah, I got some of this azure floor in here. I haven't gotten to doing the stripes that are in the cafeteria because they take a long time. I'll get to them eventually. I will get to them eventually. But for right now, I need to figure out something to do with this roof. I'm thinking that, because we got this axis of symmetry, sort of, here, there's, maybe a little bit of a, mistake on the measuring side of things, but we'll forget that ever existed. Wipe it from your brain. You haven't seen it, you saw nothing, there is nothing. But, I can just design one of these and then copy it over to this side, and then in the middle we can do something different. Maybe with a hole in the ceiling, to continue our hole in the everything theme that we've gotten going here. So, I got this window here, and I'm thinking I'll come up a couple layers with this black diagonal, yeah, that's fine. And I think I'll come up with one of these lighting things. Well, first I'll go, let's see, like this, like that, and then I shall come in with this. Nope. My mouse hand is not cooperating with me today. And then we come like that, and like, across, this is not, yeah, that's the right block. And I just got confused, because, I don't know, I get confused by a lot of things. And, let's see, and this, down here, take this away, goodbye, and then, boop, no, boop, 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 boop. It's the same thing that's down there, whoops, I'm making mistakes because I'm trying to go fast. It's the same thing that's down here. Damn it, the math don't work. Look, that side. There's no room for it on this side. Oh well, we can get rid of that, I guess. We can sacrifice it in the name of, we don't really have anything to sacrifice it in the name of, that's the worst part about it. But we can change it to be like this, and it will be not as noticeable. Because there's so many little dots, which in and of itself is a problem, because there's a lot of dots in the windows, but hopefully it won't be a problem when we kind of blend it into other stuff. What are we doing for the ceiling down here? Because I think I might want to do something similar. I go up and I have like these squares? Yeah, that could work. I did some ceiling stuff. Got some, these round what's-its, similar to the ones that are out yonder in that direction, which is out towards the cafeteria building. But, I also got these, basalt areas that's kind of sloping up progressively. I got these straps of, like, I did originally have this, like this right here, this bit, was this basalt, but I needed light. Because it was dark, and it seemed like a good place to add light, so, I think it benefits. This is what it looks like without night vision on. This corner is very empty, so is this wall. Everywhere that's, shake the mouse, jeez. I'm trying to move my hand to turn off night vision, and all the cords that are everywhere around my desk are pulling and making the screen go flippy. But yeah, these black concrete walls need a lot of work. They are very, very empty and bland, so I need to figure out something to do with them. I I'm not, it's a little weird. I'm also kind of a little bit trapped in here because I'm filling in all the holes of the room. But, it's up against a bunch of walls. Like, this here is a little bit of a weird situation. I would love to have, actually, I can get, what is it, Staff of Traveling, I think? World Edit has a through command where you can, Staff of Traveling, please. Okay, great. Staff of Traveling. Great, we did it. Yeah, so this wall, we're very constricted. This wall, what is on the other side of this? That's not plays. Yeah, we're a bit pressed for space there, but not so much. And it's kind of a weird transition because this wall's flat. I might actually push this bit back here, like, maybe I cut this out here and, like, push it back a few blocks or something. New color combination. I added this, dark azure block, and I think it helps. It definitely helps a lot having details on those walls. I also brought the basalt combo around on these walls so it wasn't all black concrete. And I like this combo because the black concrete's actually a little bit blue, so it's kind of a nice, it's a nice color contrast between that and the basalt, and this azure block kind of brings it out a little bit. Similar kind of crossy, liney designs, but helps. Helps. There is a light source that I cannot find. I have no idea what's causing this light source. I have taken many blocks apart trying to find it, but it is not. It is not anywhere in this realm. It is some sort of ethereal being. But anyway, I have this this kind of walkway thing, this little diagonal roof and these little stripes, and also showing to the outside as well, because I'm going to have a walkway to some building. I imagine this place having a lot of crisscrossing walkways and stuff, because, I don't know, that seems like something you do in space, is have a lot of walkways and stuff. Because the idea being that you want the outside is quite hostile, so you don't want to have a ton of doors except for the ways that you get in. Like I didn't explain this in the in this series. I explained it in AOE, but that these whoops, I did not mean to do that. These water doors here are like, these will prevent anyone or anything that doesn't have clearance or whatever from getting in through the door, but people can walk through it fine who work at the thing. So you're eliminating points of entry and having a lot of crisscrossing different courtyards and stuff suspended over the thing. I want to get this stupid corner worked out finally, because it's been ugly forever. It's been ugly, like, since, like, episode 4 of my Age of Engineering series, and it's still ugly now! So I'm gonna fix it! I think I'm gonna bring, this across here and, like, have it, you know, be the way that this is, up on top of here. This is what I got going here. I'm not entirely happy with it. It's also not done, obviously. This wall is desperately in need of work, and so is that wall over there, and a bunch of walls. All the walls need work, but I filled this in, and I got this diagonal roof and this kind of sloping diagonal wall across here, which is pretty cool. Adding some I don't know, what's the perpendicular straight lines? I don't know. I'm not a word doctor, but I got the kind of windows filled in with this progressively getting, wow, that was a great description. Progressively getting higher roof. Wow. That's a word picture. You're welcome for that beautiful word picture. I do need to do something about these things over here. This wall this wall of flatness and sad. That doesn't look great, but is somehow an improvement. Uh, I guess because it just looked really, really bad before. Maybe adding in some more blackness will kind of fill up the space and make it look less like a giant ribbed shaft of terribleness. Maybe. Better? Definitely better than the when it was separate. That looked bad. Like in what I was doing in the last clip, that was bad. That was really, really bad. But it's better now, and we can forget that it happened. Maybe some crossy crosses like this, crosshatch crossing. Maybe. Okay, I continued adding more of these things around all the way on this wall too. I got the little things, I got the little dot things, except they're horizontal instead of vertical, and same up here, and same over here. Well, sort of, I don't know. This one's flat. I don't know what the word is for, but I also brought these diagonals down to 4th block scale, so it's kind of like a ridged ruffle roof or something like that, and it's certainly looking better, but it's still kind of looking pretty messy, to be honest. It's definitely, I mean, it might help once I get these corners down here in, but I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I don't know. I haven't decided how I feel about it yet. I think I'm going to add a walkway up here, because I'm kind of trying to figure out how to merge this area, and I think part of the problem is that there's just so much stuff going on in this area. There's so many different materials, so many different patterns, and so much detail that it's starting to look kind of messy. And so I need to continue. I don't really know the solution to that, so I'm just gonna keep building until a solution appears before me and I see finally the light of day, and I find myself and my soul and everything missing in my life. That is an odd number walkway. Yes. Okay, good. So, I don't know exactly how to. It's tricky. It's tricky. Let's see. This is definitely weird. This needs to come back a little bit because I need to have transition here somehow. Somehow. Let's see. Let me bring these up. I should show you some of the props I've been working on. I don't remember how many of these were here when I last left, but I got a lot of abstract looking shapes. Again, more science machine parts, and I got a trash can, some organics little stuff, tube. These lamps were over there, you can't see them. Hold on, this place is big. Over there, those lamps. That's right there. And got some jars and this kind of like plate thing and this cube of water, like dark companion cube type thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the new additions. Just I turned this one into a lamp and put some glowstone in it, and well, I think that's everything of note here. This wall over here with this sort of fence design. I wonder what will happen if I change out some of these things to give it more. My hand keeps twitching, that's why the mouse keeps flicking. But yeah, what happens when I do this? Not that first one, or the last one I did. It's not the worst thing in the world. But what if I, instead of doing that, let's just try it out on, it's a weird spacing. These, like this, maybe? I'm like, hold up. Yes, that looks better, I think. What if I turn this one down here into the lighter basalt? Maybe.
No, I don't like that at all.
More stuff, and it's starting to look better. It is starting to look better. I added these, the railing all the way across here. This area still needs some love, because it's very plain right here. Added this kind of walkway sort of thing, and this stairway with the bumpy bricks. And I like that. I like the sort of feeling of you walking up here and there's just this tall building all around you. This wall is pretty bad, but I don't know what else to do with it because there's not a lot of space. But anyway, I kind of got this design here. I also have these triangle little balconies here with the intention that this will be like a big hallway or something, or maybe not a big hallway because there's a lot of stuff in the way. But it looks cool. The same kind of diagonal azure block thing that we have going on over yonder. Zoom, work with me, over yonder, and kind of this like balcony type effect to it. But that is actually all the time I have for this episode. It's been like 4 days since I started working on this episode, so I should probably call it here. Next time I don't even know why I bother saying what's gonna happen next time, because I never actually follow through on that. I always just do whatever I feel like. But regardless, I'm gonna say good day to you, Internet, and thank you for watching.